Hello and welcome to my garden and the dinosaurs who live there. So as you're no doubt aware if you've watched any of my other videos, I do quite a lot of growing of fruit and veg and flowers in containers of varying sizes. And curiosity gets the better of me sometimes, and I quite like to experiment and just see if I can push the boundaries a little bit on what you can actually grow in containers. And what I'm going to do next is to look at the difference that the size of tub makes to the produce that you can get from it. So let me show you how I am going to set this experiment up. So here I have 3 pots, and I think we've got, this is a 1 litre, I'm assuming this is a 1.5 litre and this is a 2 litre or thereabouts. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a beetroot seedling in each of them and grow them in the same way, in the same compost, the only difference being the size of pot. And I want to see if we get different results depending on the size of pot that we are growing these beetroot in. And the reason I'm doing it, well, curiosity, but also it will help for me as I continue to grow things in containers. Obviously this takes up more space than this does, but if I get the same results, then I can fit more of these in my growing space than I can fit these. So, and it takes up less compost. So yeah, it could be useful as I grow things on in seasons to come. I suspect, well, it will obviously depend on the size of the particular vegetable that you're growing. Some will require more space than others. So I am going to grow this beetroot called Wodan, and it's a globe beetroot, so it doesn't necessarily require a lot of depth. I think that's a sensible approach when you're growing in pots, to, you know, in pots this size anyway, not to try and grow a variety that needs a deep root system. So here are some of the seedlings. These are grown on in soil blocks. The soil blocks are a bit messed up now because I didn't keep up the watering as I should have done, so they've sort of merged into one, but I do like the soil blocks. There's one there, you can see it's really easy to just lift up and plonk that into wherever you're going to grow it on. I am, however, only going to put 1 seedling in each of these, which is dangerous in itself, because it could easily die off and then there would be none left in the pot. But if that happens, I'll just pop another one in. That's my confidence there. So yeah, so the idea is I'm going to put 1 Wodan seedling in each of these and treat them in the same way, and we'll see what results we get. So I'll put this in and then I'll remove the seedling that I don't want to grow on. So, who's going to stay and who's going to go? This one's a bit further on, so I shall just whip that out. There we go. So there's one in. And this is compost out of a very cheap and sort of quite nasty actually grow bag that I've mixed with some vermiculite. So I'm not saying it's the best compost in the world, but as long as it's the same for all of them, then that's fine. Right, who are we going to keep? You. Good luck, little seedling. And finally, so I didn't really pull any of the seedlings out by the roots when I was thinning them. I just sort of broke them off so that I wasn't disturbing the roots that were already established for these other beetroot. Okay, I'll water this well because the compost is quite dry, and then I'm going to put this, now where will I put it? I'll have a look, I'll show you where I decide to set it up. I will probably put these on the, where will I put them? Probably on the table on the deck actually, all together. Either that or in the plastic grow house, just to give it a little bit of shelter until they're more established. Bear with me and I'll have a look, and then I'll show you where I've decided to position them. But first, a good water. Okay, so I've decided I've just put the freshly transplanted beetroot seedlings just in this grow house, and this is where they were actually before I put them into these other pots. I don't close this grow house door down. I just leave it open for the things that are in here. So I'll leave these in here just to sort of catch on in the pots that they're in, and then I'll think about moving them to the great outdoors. And next door to them, these 3 pots have, these are turnip, and it's turnip sweet bell, which is sort of white with a purple top on, and they're lovely little turnips. And I have done the same with these, a large pot, a middle-sized pot and a small pot, to see how they fare. So yeah, I'm excited to see if we do get differing results, and if so, which seems to be the best size of pot to grow an individual vegetable of these types in. And I'll keep you posted as to their progress. So thanks very much for watching, and if you have enjoyed this little video, please give me a thumbs up. If you've got any information yourselves about growing turnip and beetroot in pots, please put it in the comments. It would be great to hear from you. But for now, I'll say bye bye.